Depending upon which survey you believe, acquiring a customer costs around 5 times the amount of keeping a customer you've already got. According to e-consultancy, businesses on the whole believe that to be true. So keeping customers is all about maintaining loyalty.
The primary role of loyalty is to bring customers back, to give them a reason to select you over another brand. It's changed over the years. It's about value proposition, trust, and ease in modern times. When it comes to value proposition, customers have to quickly be able to discern, what does this really mean to me? It has to be tangible, attainable for them. When it comes to trust, they have to be able to trust that you are doing something valuable with their data and not irresponsible. And it's got to be easy as well. If it's too much hassle to sign up, they're not going to want to deal with it and they're just going to move on. There's too many choices for them.
There have been plenty of reports on millennials being fickle, but they're not the only ones. Only 30% of Generation Z consumers, those born after 1996, see loyalty programs as a positive thing, despite being the generation most likely to cite brand loyalty as the driving force in making repeat purchases. Only 15% of Gen Zers reported being actively engaged in 3 or more loyalty programs, compared to the consumer average of 41% across all age groups. But whilst brands often overlook Generation X, that's the ones that are older than millennials, they're the most likely to belong to and partake in loyalty programs, with almost 2/3 of Gen Xers belong to 3 or more programs. So how can businesses better tailor loyalty strategies across all age groups?
There's one thing that works across all ages, across all generations, and that is status, habit, and reciprocity. This is what drives emotional loyalty and works with everyone. Stay away from the transactional things if you really want to have a lasting relationship with your customers across all generations. Brands that are able to do that are those that have been able to spend time investing in their brand itself. So take companies like Nike or Harley-Davidson. They have affinity across generations because of the brand itself. And they leverage that within their loyalty programs, or what they really do is they leverage that as an enterprise strategy so that customers feel loyal to the brand regardless of price. When price is a second, third, or even fourth part of the consideration set, that's when you've done that effectively. Where companies fail to do that is when they make everything about the transaction.
That transaction can take place in a store or online, but should brands focus on one channel over another?
You have to do both. What we're seeing is an increase in retail sales year over year. You wouldn't take that from the news. There's a lot of doom and gloom out there. We're also seeing that online sales aren't as dominant as you would think they are. It's a steady increase of about 0.5% a year, between 10 and 12% depending on how you measure that. But what we are seeing a significant increase in is what we're calling web-assisted sales. Those are people who start online and show up in the store, or they show up in the store and leverage the website to help them find out more information. You have to invest in both and assume that customers are going to jump back and forth between the two.
Many loyalty schemes are administered online or through a mobile app. Isn't that in danger of alienating those more loyal older generations?
I wouldn't underestimate the ability of older generations to adapt to new technologies. What we're seeing is that as programs become more and more user intuitive, we're seeing numbers in older generations adapting to these things in greater numbers than we ever have before. And that's great. They're choosing different channels. So on social media, if you're a little bit older, you might be using Facebook. If you're younger, you might be using Snapchat. But everybody's using something. Don't forget you've got one of the most powerful forces in the universe right there in your store, and that is that human interaction. Nothing that happens from a technology perspective is going to be able to beat the look in the eye and the handshake and somebody really conveying a level of trust that you can go back to over and over and over again.
So Dave, what's your advice to brands wanting to beef up the loyalty of their customers?
This is really the easiest question to answer, but you're asking the wrong person. Talk to your customers and hear what they have to say. Different generations are filled with different people, just like they are right now. And if you're not listening to what your customers are asking for, you're going to send out general blanket statements to them that are going to mean less and less to more and more people. If you're listening to customers, capturing that information, adjusting the tone and the personalization that you go through when you're putting your marketing materials together, you're going to have a much higher likelihood of response.
Hello, I'm James Wright. Thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. To check out more online videos, just click on the boxes and don't forget to subscribe to the CNBC Live channel at the bottom of the screen.